Say my name, you wild Halloween enthusiasts. It's your two favorite critics back here for Cinephellas, and we're doing more 31 Days of Horror. If you guys have been keeping up with our YouTube channel, we just reviewed the original Candyman from 1992, but tonight we're back talking about the brand new film directed by Nia DaCosta, 2021's Candyman.
How dare you say it? Don't say it anymore.
Candyman.
Of the Candyman. No. So yeah, we were talking about the brand new Jordan Peele produced Candyman. This is being directed by Nia DaCosta and features a great cast: Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Coleman Domingo. We see, familiar faces throughout. Teyana Paris as Brianna. Candyman centers around this character, Anthony. He's an up-and-coming artist, familiar with the art scene.
So this film basically is a sequel, or I guess a reimagining of the original Candyman. We're fast-forwarding in this film to a modern-day Chicago where the Cabrini Green projects used to be. They were torn down and rebuilt for the gentrified, neighborhood of Chicago to middle to upper class, high-rise, really nice apartments. And this is where the projects used to be. And as we said in the last, review and the podcast, grew up going to Chicago, seeing Cabrini Green back in the day, and what it became to now. It's just people trying to make money. They don't really care about who they destroy or people they leave homeless. It's all about money, and especially in cities like Chicago, you can see this happening. So this is where the movie kind of takes place. We have Anthony McCoy. He's the young up and coming artist working on, his next piece, and his girlfriend, Teyana Paris, she plays Brianna. She's a curator of this art gallery and, setting up gigs for him and trying to get his art out there to, find his calling, really being a professional artist. And it really dives into a lot of the backstory of Candyman. So if you guys have not seen the original film, they really kind of sum it up for you, get to the point and the gist of the first film, what that all has to do with the lore and urban legend behind Candyman. Really haunting the projects, Cabrini Green back in the day, and all the murders that took place.
This film has a very unique look to it. I liked how it was filmed by Nia DaCosta. I like what she did with the camera, like we had talked about before. She does a lot of overhead shots of the characters, very unique angles. Yeah. And she makes the film feel very intimate with the characters on screen. Like you're never too far from them. They're always just right off screen there. So it's really easy to follow Anthony's character throughout this film. Eventually with his art, he gets inspired by, hearing about the legend of Candyman from this man. He sees one day when he's hanging around Cabrini Green, he goes to visit and he runs across this guy there. Coleman Domingo plays a character, Burke, and he tells him some backstory about Candyman and about how when he was a little kid and when he was at Cabrini Green, he, witnessed some pretty heinous things, and he knows about the legend of Candyman. So he sort of, gets Anthony's mind rolling with that, and it leads to Anthony, forming his vision of Candyman on the canvas and his artwork. And that's when the Candyman's first unleashed in the film via the artwork at the Art Institute in a pretty wild scene where a couple people get killed.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most standout scenes in the film for sure. But getting a glimpse of Candyman and like him back in the day and how he's summoned and comes out again is really cool. Like the first film, you don't see him, like there's killing scenes, but he's not really there, but you can see him like in the reflection of the mirror. And there's a lot of cool shots of the mirror, like him coming into like the girl's bathroom, and you just see this little makeup mirror, and you can see him walk in and bodies flying, and he's just slicing, dicing. It was shot really well. It was like really beautiful. It kind of blew me away actually how well everything was filmed in this. It was just really crisp and beautiful, and had a really great score, pounding synthwave, and it really captured really eerie atmosphere, a modern take on this, notorious killer that we've known in the past 30 years. A fresh take on this, and I thought the cast did a really great job. They did a good job with tying this in with the original film for people that haven't seen it. And it's really cool going more into the backstory of what happened to that character, exactly what happened to the arm and the hook, and having to do with the bees, and really what that's all about without giving too much away. So I like how it's a fresh take on this story, but they also, tie it in with the original films, making sure that you're not lost, you understand, and it's a modern take and fresh. And I really enjoyed that, very unique. And I was actually kind of blown away by this. I went in with really low expectations, and I had a pretty good time with it. It's a short movie, hour and a half, straight to the point, but they don't waste any time on screen. It really captures a lot of great aspects, a lot of social commentary as well, having to do with the projects and how they're torn down and where they're at today, all about money, and that's all it's really about. And how not just Candyman is just one person, it can be multiple people, and just coming back to stop the bad white people that put them away and destroyed their homes and lives.
This movie does a great job of giving us more backstory that we didn't learn about in the original film. This one not only tied together the two, but informed us more about the first one and what exactly Candyman means. And in this film, particularly with Coleman Domingo's Burke, he has a really great role here, kind of bringing Anthony over and tying up the different generations of Candyman who we see throughout the film. We see several different versions of Candyman. We see Anthony eventually slowly changing into him, but we see several other actors that played different versions of Candyman in the past too. So that was cool. The finale is pretty wild. What happens there? I really liked how they ended it. I thought that was very, very clever way to kind of tie everything up in the series. Maybe you could keep going with these films, but maybe not. Maybe that's a good ending, saying like, this Candyman legend's always going to be around here with all the pain that all those, people had to go through with everything that threw out of them. The Candyman kind of represents all that, and it represents the anger they feel, the revenge, that revenge feel. And, so it was really well directed, this movie. You can obviously understand more of the story than you could in the first one. This dives more into the psychological of everything going on, and it does a really good job. I had a really great time watching this. I was in my seat, glued to the screen. I love the moments that we get, the brief moments where you get a glimpse of Candyman in the mirror, like you said. The killings are really memorable in this. It's not like throughout the film you're getting kill after kill, but the kills that they do have are pretty memorable. And Candyman's a badass dude. So I had a great time with the new Candyman, even more so than I did the original film, I think. I'm going to go ahead and give Candyman 2021 a 4 out of 5 Daniel Robital hook pieces.
Yeah, I was really surprised by this movie. Like I was saying, I didn't really know what to expect. Nia DaCosta, not familiar with the work, but she's definitely a director I'm going to keep an eye on. After seeing this film, it was shot beautifully, directed beautifully, didn't waste any time on screen. It got to the point, and it's not like a movie you get bored with. I think it was definitely refreshing, a great take on this character, different forms of this character throughout time, and really it could be a little heavy-handed sometimes with the political stuff, but I like the overall themes for the most part, and what people are coming across, still to this day in 2021 compared to the original film 30 years ago. Not a lot has changed. It's always still going to be about money and power and things like that, and pushing people out, and this is their sort of revenge tale, and I like how they went about that. Beautiful film, really great score, memorable score. Definitely going to be looking this up on Spotify, because I had a great time with it, and it created a really cool and unique and terrifying atmosphere. A lot of great shots, really beautiful shot in the elevator too, that it was really memorable, coming across Candyman, and Abdul-Mateen's character as well. I thought he was really great in this. Up and coming actor, can't wait to see where his career goes. And then also Tiana Paris, who played Monica Rambeau on WandaVision. I can't wait to see where her career goes. And all the supporting cast, Coleman Domingo was also fantastic in this. He really has like a memorable voice and really great stand-up performance in this film. So that being said, I'm going to give 2021's The Candyman, directed by Nia DaCosta, a 4 out of 5 Candyman hair pieces.
Yeah, so it sounds like we both similar thoughts on this one. That's interesting. With all the horror movies we've seen, I thought this one was pretty original and well done. Bravo to how they filmed it. Nia DaCosta, I want to see what she's going to do next. I can't wait to see her in the Marvel universe, I guess, coming up next. So that'll be very interesting. Just the way she shot it, you know, like I said, following the characters very closely, but even those shots where, like you mentioned in the elevator, just how claustrophobic it feels.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like you're kind of surrounded. Does a good job of how she filmed this, making you feel very, claustrophobic, like you can't escape, like you're stuck there with Candyman. He's going to come out, fuck you up.
Yep.
So yeah, this one was a fun one. I definitely recommend everybody to check this out. It's on video on demand now. You can get Candyman 2021 wherever you stream. Just look for it. Great movie to watch during the 31 Days of Horror. We enjoyed reviewing this as well as the original, and we have so many more horror movies to talk about with you guys, as well as TV shows that are coming out. We're going to be pretty tired, aren't we, Uncle Logan?
Not at all. Not in the month of October. I can't sleep.
No.
There's so much stuff to watch and talk about. So I'm very excited for the Halloween season, October. Coming back here, reviewing all movies and TV shows and other stuff coming out. A lot of new stuff hitting streaming services and hitting the theaters. So a lot is on the agenda for the month of October. And hopefully you guys all stick around right here in our YouTube channel. Check us out for 31 Days of Horror, and definitely comment. Let us know some things you like, some movies you like, maybe TV shows you'd recommend. Just wanted to interact with you guys. And just continue to do that throughout the month. It's going to be a fun one, Uncle Henry.
Yes, it is. Love talking horror movies, and I love Halloween season. Let's get some Sam Adams Oktoberfest going through our veins and talk some more movies, shall we?
Absolutely. But if you guys out there haven't, hit subscribe below. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also our website, Cinephellas.com. Got some new logos up on our social media, and we're going to have a new video, intro and outro video right here on our YouTube channel as well.
We'll be back for more 31 Days of Horror. I'm Uncle Spooky Henry Hill.
And I'm old Uncle Logan Myers. This wraps it up for this review of Candyman for 31 Days of Horror. We'll be back very soon for the next horror review. Cheers!
Cheers!